talk, and we'll go to the last talk, which is an announcement by Tulika.
Thank you very much, Heidi and Sally, for this opportunity to talk about recently initiated community-driven AI/ML white paper effort. So at a workshop that happened just a couple of weeks ago, actually just earlier this month, and this workshop brought together the US software and computing leadership from many experimental HEP projects. In our discussions, we came to recognize that the community-driven white paper on AI/ML would be both timely and useful. So the aims of this white paper, as we converged on, would be to, for example, describe how the scale and complexity of the HEP scientific experiments, for example, can drive AI innovation in the US. And many of these experiments have access to sort of exabyte scale data sets that really provide unique opportunity in this direction. We also want to describe, therefore, as a result of this innovation, how the HEP community can actually accelerate scientific discovery and strengthen US leadership in this area. We also want to present a community vision and identify opportunities and gaps in realizing this vision. I do want to highlight that this is not going to be an exhaustive review of all of the ongoing AI/ML activities and projects, but what we really want to do is present a big picture view that would be useful for external consumption outside our immediate community. So the goal of the paper, the goal is to really have a 20-page white paper, and that would be primarily focused on experimental HEP. Our target audience is policymakers, funding agencies, as well as external collaborators from outside HEP, including, for example, industry. Clearly, an important goal is to connect with the Genesis mission and really try to take advantage of accelerating scientific discovery through the use of AI and using AI. The white paper will be authored relatively quickly, and I'll come to the timeline in a moment, by a small group of community members, but we want to do it in such a way that it can hopefully be endorsed broadly by many other members of the community. And keeping this in mind, we also want to make sure we have very close collaboration with the newly formed DPF coordinating panel for software and computing, or CPSC. Now, when we look at what and where AI is in HEP, we see that it's really everywhere. When we start about AI, when we start looking at, for example, what we are doing in trigger and data acquisition, to real-time analysis, also detector operations, data quality monitoring, and then looking ahead at Monte Carlo simulation, we have generation, simulation, and reconstruction that all actively use elements of AI/ML. Analysis, this is a growing area where the use of foundation models and density estimation techniques can really change the way we do science in our field. And then looking ahead into other areas such as computing operations, we are entering an era where there's going to be a lot more automation. Also looking at core sort of computing items such as data distribution, how we access and deliver data, how we manage workloads. Again, there is a lot of AI here and potentially more in the future. We are wanting to create AI-friendly infrastructure, inference as a service, of course, that we've heard about already today, but also looking ahead, how do we transform code quickly and efficiently, large model training, which is becoming increasingly important. And of course, for future experiments, there is a lot of scope, be it looking at AI for accelerator controls or AI-assisted detector design, and a whole lot more. The goal is really to use ideas like this. These are examples, as I think of, to build themes. We don't want a laundry list. We want to build themes, and from these themes, we want to arrive at a coherent vision. So the process and timeline, what we would like to do at this point is actually invite input from the community. So we've created a Google Doc. Please add topics or text you think that are going to be relevant to such a white paper. We are asking for input to be provided by Sunday, January 18th, because the goal is to take that input and then convert ideas and lists into prose and construct this vision that I've mentioned. And we want to do it in a timely manner. So the goal is to have the first draft of the white paper ready by February 1st. And then we'd like to invite endorsements, and of course, comments would be welcome as well on the white paper, giving people about a week or so, so taking us into early February. And then we finalize the white paper and upload it on the archive shortly thereafter. So we really want to prioritize what I would call timely, actionable insights over exhaustive detail. And, as we're seeing, things are moving quite fast in this area, and then we want to do it quickly. And in many ways, as some people say, perfect can be the enemy of the good. What we really want to do is have a quick, efficient review and then provide this information for the relevant audiences I've mentioned before. Where the team is concerned, I've listed here the team members who either volunteered or were volunteered during our discussions. More are welcome. And of course, if you have questions or comments about the process, I'd encourage you to get in touch with Ian, Peter, and myself. And of course, if you have input and text for the white paper, we encourage you to fill out the Google Doc. Here is a QR code link as well. And we really look forward to engaging with you in this process one way or the other. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Tulika. We have a question in the live document from Sarah Eno. Could this also include work that relates to scientists from other fields designing new materials for high-energy physics?
Thanks, Sarah, for that question. I think if we, the goal is primarily for HEP, but if we are talking about work that will enhance HEP in our scientific goals, we could certainly consider that for inclusion. So I'd encourage you to maybe provide some more detail about this in the Google Doc, and we can take it from there.
Are there any other comments or questions on the chat, or anyone who would like to raise your hand? If not, then thank you very much, Tulika. And we've come to the end of our agenda for today. Something is coming in from Jordan Stark. Just a moment.
Email address.
He writes to us. He writes to us that there is also a white paper from ML4FE that might have some relevance to contribute to this as well. Okay, so we're going to close the meeting for today, and we'll see everyone on tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. So thanks. Bye-bye.